Hi guys, I got so excited about using this new camera and practicing a vlog in my classroom and just the whole 9 yards. I didn't film an intro or an outro, so I'm gonna do that now. Hi, this is me the next day. It's Valentine's Day. You're gonna see this in the next vlog that I post. But I'm super excited because I just got a new camera. It is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I love it so far. I've already edited this whole vlog and I thought it was great quality and very easy to use, very compact, very small. It's not like my big chunky camera that I used to use, and so I like it. I think it's gonna stick around for a while for me, and I hope that it makes me want to post more on YouTube. So this is your intro. I am just telling you that I'm going to be chatting a lot. It's very yappy of a vlog. It had no direction. I was really just practicing with my new camera, and I'm just doing a day in the life in the classroom and planning and being type B and being an ADHD girly. And I'm just here to tell you to subscribe and comment down below any questions, anything you want to see from me. I hope you enjoy the video. Hello, good morning. It's February 13th. We have tomorrow off, so today is our Valentine's Day. We're not allowed to do parties or anything, but they are allowed to pass out Valentines. I would like to point out this is the first year I have never done anything for my students for Valentine's Day. First year ever, but I have no money. We just had our wedding a week ago. We are still waiting on our insurance check from the hurricane. We've put down money for a home, and our money is in escrow, and our home is having all these issues selling, so we might lose that. I'm like, I have nothing. I have no money. So, did I drop the ball today? Yes. Is there a reason? Yes. But I did get a new vlog camera, and here we are. Let me show you it because it looks a little funky. It's giving like Wall-E, it's giving E.T. a little bit, like extraterrestrial. It's giving Mars rover in a way. Let me show you. This is my new vlog camera, and watch, it like spins. Hello? So, you see why I say Wall-E, you know? Today's agenda, I have to make my hard copies for our copy mom. Bless her heart, because without her, I would probably never be organized. Probably ever. I need to make my hard copies of my homeworks and just whatever else I need next week. And then I need to put together some morning work. I have 4 minutes and I don't even know what they're doing. We have a reading test today that is like, it's only like 6 questions, but they have it every 2 weeks. So it's like very high stakes, even though it's just a district assessment and it's just like a 2 week, every 2 weeks. But it's very high stakes because they don't perform the way that people want them to, and then it's like a whole issue. And I'm like, well, none of this is developmentally appropriate. Actually, nothing they do is, you know, when they go home for 40 hours and play video games all week, 40 hours a week, it's basically their full-time job. Like, that's not appropriate either. Everything they're doing is like messing with them. So sorry that they sometimes fail these tests, but what do we expect? So they have to take one of those, and then I'll let them try to finish their iReady and Achieve minutes and lessons because we don't have school tomorrow, so this is their fun Friday day. Then we'll do some math. We're doing adding and subtracting fractions and mixed numbers right now. We're still on the easy part where they have similar denominators. They're doing well with what we're doing right now, so fingers crossed it stays that way. And then we have lunch recess. I have this like cool like virtual field trip for science where they're going to Bryce Canyon National Park and they're learning all about rocks, sedimentary, metamorphic, igneous rocks, and it's like this whole thing that's going to take them a few weeks to do, maybe even maybe only 1 week, but a few days at least, a few class periods. So we're gonna work on that. And then I'm gonna cut writing for today because they had their state writing test yesterday, and it was a lot, even though they did not do that well. But it was a lot. It was like an all-day thing because I did my accommodations in my classroom. We didn't have enough staff on campus to pull. So my friends who needed extra time, we all took the extra time with them. So it was a long day of writing. So I'm cutting writing. And then next week, they'll do speeches for writing, and it'll be great. And everything will be awesome. And then I have tomorrow off. My plan is to go to Disney tomorrow. Tom does not have off, so he's going to have to meet me there later. But we're doing a little Valentine's Day, newly married, I guess like a mini honeymoon thing at Disney this weekend. And I'll meet back up with you later. I gotta go sign in. I'm like 10 steps behind today. Most days our principal secretary lays out like some type of treat for breakfast, like one of those like cereal granola bars, or like sometimes like Dunkin' like munchkins. Today's breakfast, candy, straight candy. I'm not mad about it. I'm having candy for breakfast. We're back on planning. It's crazy that it's too hot this year to wear sweaters right now in February when all my Valentine stuff is sweaters that I wore all last year. So it must have been fine last year, and it's so hot this year. But here's all my Valentines. This one has my name on it, and it's spelled right, and nobody ever does Megan with an H. So I'm very happy about that. And then I got a bunch of chocolates in here, just like so many. But my favorite in this bag is this kissing booth dog that looks exactly like my dog. Like, this is Bolt to a T. As I'm sitting here pulling my copies for next week, I realized that I didn't plan. I planned nothing for next week, and this might be the first time I've really done that all year. But this week was a mess. So what I really need to do right now is like plan for next week. I guess maybe because it's a short week and we don't have school on a Friday, maybe that's why I messed up. But I wouldn't say I normally plan on Fridays. So I made a mistake somewhere way further along down the road. My planning on Tuesday is when I always plan, but that got taken this week because we had an author visit, like assembly. So that's what it is. That's what got me. Reading, math, science, social studies. No, writing. I already did social studies. I'm very curious to know if you even have a planner, because I know a lot of people probably don't, but how do you set it up? Because I have to go subjects straight across and each day down. I feel like when I look for planners, these are hard to find. I guess vertical. They're vertical planners because each day is vertical. And every time I look for a new planner, they're all horizontals. I'm like, my brain doesn't work that way. Next week for writing is our speech competition. And I'm like kind of interested to see how they do. We've been working on it for so long. I gave them so much longer than probably every other class because I just knew they needed it. They should be done writing. They should be done editing. They should have practiced at least with a partner many times. And some of them have done it in front of the class many times now, and they are allowed to practice at home. It's on Canvas, so they can log in at home and practice, but I'm not sure. Like, I'm just not sure how they're going to do. I know they're going to be nervous, so we'll see. And then reading, I'm going to do something different. Our curriculum is Wonders, and then like we have 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. So every 2, 4, 6 weeks, we have a flex week where we can basically like do whatever we want with them. Like, obviously still supposed to use curriculum and go by standard analysis and whatever. But we also do iReady, or like we pay for iReady, the program as well. And in iReady, there's magnetic readers. And so we're doing that next week for our flex week. So we do wonders like on all the other weeks, just flex week, we switch to iReady. They're like packets with readings and actual multiple choice questions, which I feel like helps them with tests. Like the Wonders curriculum is a lot of like broad thinking with like graphic organizers and stuff, and like the magnetics directly pretty much align with their tests because it's just multiple choice. So it's a lot more like practicing the formatting with the skills they should have learned from Wonders rather than teaching them new skills. It's like the format is more of the practice with magnetic. I just label where they need to go when I print them. You can in a second. I cannot believe it, but I'm actually grading my last mid-year writing assessment that they took yesterday. Never have I graded essays that fast, which is maybe a bad thing because they're like short and not great. But I'm proud of myself, so. Okay, I graded all the essays, so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to print them. I'm actually going to copy them front to back, like two-sided. So the essay will be on one side, my grade will be on the other side. And then I'm going to print the rubrics for my reading coach, and I'm going to have her read them and give her score, and then she can check on the back and see if our scores match. I often grade a lot more harsh than her because I'm like, I expect more from them, and I also feel like the state isn't gonna be an easy grader, so why should I? But she often grades a little bit like easier because she's like, I know what they meant, and I'm like, well, okay. So I just want her to check and see if we're like on the same page or meet somewhere in the middle, because these grades were pretty bad. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe she has a different opinion and maybe she will help me see things differently. One of my students brought these as their Valentines, and I am so happy that these still exist. And she said they were at Walmart, and I'm like, wow, love that. I love that these are still a thing. They were a hit. Everybody's favorite Valentine. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Happy Valentine's Day. I can't wait to see you in the next one because I'm on my way to Disney right now, and I'm about to film for 2 days of Disney World, and I can't wait to show you that. So stick around, subscribe so that you don't miss it. Bye.